Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm having a Stash Bust My Desk day, and I'm going to be making use of these this ephemera that I made in my last video, where it's two here together, where I made these these things in response to Sabine of Cross Keys Crafts Save Me from the Bin challenge. So I've got together already some papers, and I've still got a pile here on my desk. So all of this was on my desk in baskets or whatever, and some of it is items that I received as gifts for my birthday and other moments, but I'm terribly sorry that I can't remember who sends me what, so please don't be offended if I don't mention who it's from. And so I've got together a whole series of cards here. They're not all using this little ephemera, but they're all using bits and pieces from my desk. And I thought, well, let's have a go and see how we get on. So the first one, I'm thinking of doing something like this. Okay, I'm putting this on here like so. Just something simple. This is a leftover piece from some stenciling that I did, and this card is, let's see, this card is like 4 inches square, so we'll do this. Let's see what this is here. This is 3 and just over 3 1/4. So just over 3 1/4. So that will fit on here like so. Yeah, and I hope this will, yeah, this should be okay. So I'm just going to stick that down. I've got some more stenciling on the back. And yeah, so I thought, I haven't done a real stash busting for ages. And I said in yesterday's video that I wanted to make some thank you cards for, the people who are buying my resin work. So, and other bits and pieces. So this is what I'm hoping to do with these bits. Right, so I was going to use a green strip, and I'm just going to put it randomly across, I think, and then put this on top. So it's just to have a bit of contrast. And I will take it right to the edge of the paper of the card. Okay, so I put these together yesterday, so I hope I remember what I was going to do with each one. So, okay, so put that like that, and I'm going to put this, might even put it to one side. I think I put it to one side just because this side is very pale. I know I could, use some ink and darken it down a bit, but I don't want to spend more time than just putting these together, really. So, so there we are. That's that, and then we'll just cut this off. Okay, so cut this off here, and this off here. And of course, the problem with doing this is that I'm now going to get more bits. But anyway, I will have used up quite a bit, so I'll be happy with that. Okay, so this is the one of the ones which says thank you. I think I might put something here. Got a couple of these flowers here. Where's the other one gone? Maybe I'll put these, because these kind of match the color, and I'm not going to use them for anything else. So I think these are the remains of a hunky-dory decoupage sheet. A bit too small and fiddly to put on. Yeah, okay, so that's the first card done. Okay, right, let's move on to the next one. this one, okay, I've got these also. I had these pieces of card which at some point I'd folded in half to make card blanks with. And this one is just going to be very simple. So this is using another mop-up page, but this time it's in pink instead of, okay, so just going to mark where I need to cut, more or less. Yes, I'm having a real stash bust. It's not just those little bits of ephemera that I made yesterday, but they will be incorporated into some of the projects. So, okay, so, and the ones that haven't got sentiments, I'm not going to put sentiments at the moment. Okay, so I've got these gorgeous stickers. This one has started to come unstuck, so I don't know if that bit is still sticky. So I'm just going to put some glue along these bits which were curling over, so that hopefully, okay, put that there. So that's the beginnings of the second card. Now this one, this is very small, as you can see. Now I had this piece of paper, there's a story behind this. It was quilted already when I received it, and I was going to use it to make a gatefold card, I think. It was a gatefold card, but it didn't succeed. So so I decided that I would cut up what I'd folded and everything, so that this this is one of the folds, because I'd done it like this. So I had a long strip which had a bit like that and a bit like that, so I just cut it in half to make two notelets. But it's really teeny toty, this one. But I thought it would be nice to write something in. Now, where's my sticker? I've got this lovely dahlia, and I thought that would just look nice on there. And as you can see, I'm not going to be giving too much thought to these cards. I'm not going to be humming and hawing about them. So that's just going to go on like that. It's very simple, but it's nice. Right, now this one, I seem to have lost what I was going to make with it, so I'll put it to one side for the moment. Okay, so this is more of this paper, and I'm going to stick this, I might stick that on it like that. I think I was going to put one of these on here. Can't remember which one. Okay, well, I will use the printed side. I've had this piece of card forever and a day, probably, wouldn't like to say 15 years or so. Trying to think what to do with it, so it's time it got used up. And I think we will just stick this one on here. I'm not sure that I like this ragged edge. I'll just stick that there, and then I can put a sentiment at the bottom. So this is one of the ephemera we made yesterday. And I'm just going to put it slightly to one side. Okay. Okay. And that's that card done. Right, this one I'm going to use this paper and this little bit of ephemera and another mop-up page here, which is in greens, So I'm thinking of doing something like this, and just sticking this on here like so. I think that goes very nicely, and then I can put a sentiment down one side. And I want to get the bit with most green. Okay, so let's see where I'm going to cut it. It's actually, it fits quite well on this base, so I'm just going to cut that little bit off. So I hope you've all survived Storm Amy. It's quite something, isn't it? And here in Manchester, well, where I live, we had very high winds and a lot of rain, but fortunately no damage seems to have happened, which is great. And because you never know with these storms, you know, tiles can fly off, can't they? And fences can come down, and trees can come down, and all sorts of things can happen. So I hope you are all well as well. Okay, so now this is a bit crumpled, this paper, but anyway, hopefully it will be all right. Just going to cut that off there. And I'm thinking with this one, I might use some of the gold peel-offs that I've got on my desk, right, which I pulled out yesterday. Something long. Okay, this one. So I'm hoping this crumpledness won't show once I've stuck it down. Stick it like so. It's not straight. Stick it like so. And then let's put the peel off. The set of peel offs is rather strange because it comes in different lengths, but hopefully this will be just the right length and I won't need to cut it. Yeah. Okay, that's one. And I'll just do the other side. Okay. Okay, and then I'm wondering, I might put this here, and there's a reason why. If you can see, you can still see this line here, and I don't want that to show. And I quite like putting things sort of off angle and things. I think that will look quite nice there. And then I can put a sentiment here. So that's the next card made. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Oh yes. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to layer this up. And I think I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to stick it down and then trim it off. It's about here. So all of these offcuts of card are, you know, I always keep everything. So now is the moment to to try to use some of these things up. Now I put the glue there in the wrong place, but anyway. And I'll just cut that bit off. Need longer scissors for this. Anyway. Okay, so that's that. Now, I can't quite remember what I was going to do. I just love this piece of paper. Let's see. Maybe something like that. Oh, that's even nicer. That's really nice too. Oh, I like that. Happy fault to find something else on the back. I like them both. This is my problem. I could put this. I could put this like that. I'm thinking if I put a strip of this, so imagine that that's not there, and then I put this up there. I think that might work. So this is 4 inches long. Sorry, knocking something off my desk. So 4 inches long. Just going to cut it to about an inch. Say an inch by 4 inches. Okay. So let's see how this looks. Where's my thing gone? And again, I can use some gold strips, or I can put it this way and put this in the middle, or I can put half here. I'm going to do that. So I don't know how wide this is. This is, oh, it's exactly 1 inch. So what, half an inch. So although I put the papers and things together yesterday, I didn't actually, try the things out. Just had it in my head what would look nice. So I'm thinking doing something now like this. But I don't actually like that. And what about if I do something like this? Yeah, I quite like that. But do I prefer it with the green? After all, actually, I'm thinking if I do something like that. Aha, yeah, I like that. Okay, I've got there in the end. So let's do that. So one like so. And one like so. Like that. And then I'll put this here in the middle. Yes. Come on. It's got clogged up. Okay. So we'll put that like so. Now I've got some other things here. Let's see if I can maybe put some more decoration on. I'm quite liking this. Quite liking that. I wish I'd put that a bit higher up. Okay, well, we'll put this here. So my glue has decided to clog up. Let's hope. There we go. That's good. Okay, so just going to put that across there like so. Cloth. Some glue there. Okay, and let's see whether putting some no, I'm not sure. I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, next one. Okay, so okay, so for this one, got this lovely piece of paper, but I'm going to thinking of putting this across it, and then just putting this down like so. I think that will work quite well. So I'm just going to cut this to 4 inches, or however wide this piece of paper is. How wide is this piece of paper? 3 3/4. Okay, so 3 3/4 and 3 3/4. Right. And stick this down. Got clogged up again. There we go. It's a big clog there. Managed to get out. Right, let's see. Okay, so that's going up that way, like so. And then this is going across the way. Like so. Right, okay, and put that there. Just wondering whether some gold would look better. Would look good rather. Just got a piece here that's stuck on my desk. Yes, I think that will work. So let's see what we've got. Okay. Okay, so if I stick that there, I got one piece for here. I'm not sure if I've got enough for I'm going to just do a bit of calculation. Okay. Yeah, I have. Right, okay. So we'll stick this. Actually, I'm not going to stick that down yet. I'm going to stick this first. One. Two. Three. And 4. Right, okay, hopefully I've got it in the right place. I think so. Okay, let me just stick this in the middle, like so. These stars. I just want to put a little bit of something around. I've got 4 stars, but anyway, we'll just use 3. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. Okay, so that's the next card done. Right, moving on. I've got a long, thin one here. Again, this quilted card base. And with this one, I'm thinking of doing something like this. So what was I thinking of doing? Something along these lines. Yeah, something along those lines. With this at the top. Okay, so that needs just to go up a bit. Just a weeny bit. I might banner them. This at the top. And then this at the bottom. But I'm not very sure now. Not very sure. So let's see if there's something else I might prefer. I'm quite liking that. I've got any other stickers? I've got this sticker. Oh no, that's from something else. If I do, sometimes people do banners like this, don't they? The longer one in the middle, and then 2 shorter ones. I love this blue with this pink, see, so 2 shorter ones. So we'll imagine that they're banners. You can put this at the bottom, and we can put this, or we can just put this there. Yes. Got anything a bit thinner? Have I got a thinner? Oh, I've got these strips. Now, this was another possibility, to use these strips, or to use this strip. So these are, of course, hunky-dory strips. Well, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? And I might be able to put this on here then. No, I think it's the card is too narrow. I'm just thinking of putting the bear like so. Decisions, decisions, decisions. See, I really like the pink, so let's see. Where's the other pink bit gone? Two banners with something in the middle. Could work. Cut that off. Put the butterfly here. And I think I'm going to go for that. Okay. So to cut these into banners, okay, so there's one. This one, it's a weeny bit shorter, but that's okay. To make a banner, I just cut up the middle and then cut from the sides. And then this one is going to be the same length, more or less, the same length. Okay, so let's glue these down. Actually, I have no idea how long I've been going on for. Better just check, because I've got loads more card blanks here. Let's have a look. Oh, half an hour. The half an hour cut-off point. So I'll finish the video here with this one, and then I'll carry on and make another video with the rest of the things. I'm having a lot of fun. I don't want to get these things out again. You know, I want them to be used. So I'm just going to make a tiny weeny banner with this one, and stick that in the middle. Okay, right, like so. So then I thought putting him and this butterfly. Okay, well, I'll put the butterfly, and then I'm having a thought, which is a bit dangerous. When I'm seeing this, I'm having a thought that one of Dawn's owls would look nice. I've got one cut out already. Let me see. I've got one. We usually have loads. Oh, here we are. I'm just thinking of him. Would he look lovely? In fact, he might look lovely even further down the card. After all that bannering, etc. But that doesn't matter. That's how things happen, isn't it? So yeah, so I'm going to use this to, and then I can put a sentiment at the top. Okay, so I'm going to just tidy up and tidy up as best I can, well, which means just throwing things to one side basically, so that we can see the cards that we've made. So just trying to see if I can just hide this with something. Piece of paper. Okay, let's just hide all of that with a piece of paper. So, and these will get used. So these are what we've made today. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've made 8 cards today. I wonder which one of them is your favorite. I think it's hard for me to say really, but I do actually like this one very much. I like this one, I like this one. Well, of course I like them all because I've made them, but let me know which one is your favorite of the, or one of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have a lovely day. Take care, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.